Hi guys, how's it going? I know how it's going. It's effing hot. I'm dying. But I hope everyone else is good. Hope everyone's doing well. Bagwell says, hey. RG255 says, come on, how you doing? Hope you well. Snus says, nah matey, we cannot. Oh fucking hell, my phone's not on mute. Now it's on mute. Says, nah matey, we cannot hate watch Real Madrid for this crap competition. That's how desperate we are right now. That's how desperate we are to get like a little sliver of any hatred. To be honest, like they'll probably kind of walk right through them. But I'm hoping for something. I am wearing your favorite shirt, so hopefully that makes up for it. Did you see what Ben Jacobs said? Yeah, it's the stuff about Isak, but you've kindly put it in here. Says Liverpool are ready to shatter the British transfer record for a second time in quick succession as they remain determined to sign Isak if he is genuinely available. The club believes there may be a window of opportunity and that it's worth pursuing, although Newcastle continue to insist he's not for sale. Liverpool that rat is just coming out. Like, why am I watching this, man? Can I just put my fucking hand? I don't want to look at his face, even though this is like a hate watch. Liverpool could table a bid of 100 million plus bonuses. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a bit. Gamer Sam says, hello, what you doing? I just saw Trent on the screen. Sorry, I just saw Trent on the screen. I had to kind of cover it. But yeah, we'll talk about the Isak stuff in a bit. Harry's posted the video, very nice. So this is the video of the VR game that Harry was talking about, where your hands are your feet, and that's how you play the game. I'll check that out after this. Thank you for posting that. Uriah says, looking forward to the rat disaster class, as we all are. We got Durwood in the chat. How you doing, Durwood? Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Gamer Sam says, I'm India. Are you like 5 times India? What language do you speak? Do you speak Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, Gujarati? If you speak the first few, I can maybe understand a little bit, but I don't understand any Gujarati. But I hope you're good. Stop sewing. I'm not sewing anything. Or is that swearing? Let me know. Will Wirtz arrive to Liverpool tomorrow and have medical on Friday? I guess so. Weeks gone pretty quick. NFC Newcastle NCFC. Oh, it's London. Is that Newcastle? Or is it Notts County? For some reason, I always thought it was Newcastle, but like looking at it now, NCFC, is that like Notts County FC? Cena is overrated. Yeah, he's a bit after my time, to be fair. So I didn't really catch that much of him. I remember watching the SmackDown where he debuted, and he said ruthless aggression. I that's when I used to watch it. Yeah, it's the Stevie G kit. Here. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope you're doing good, Durwood. I hope you're feeling a bit better. Good to have you here as always. Hi Johnny, how you doing? Just mostly kind of intros. Snus posted news that Liverpool are kind of linked with Isak, so we might discuss that in a bit. Jaden Babulal says Manchester United is the best. I don't know about that. They are one of the best teams in England, to be fair. And like, to be more specific, the 15th best team. So if you've got more teams below you than you have above you, then maybe you're correct. Gamer Sam speaks Hindi. Kaise ho? Fish. How you doing, Fish? Hope you're well. Hope you've been good. Are you gonna ask me how's Gornik? I'm not too sure, but I can check. Is that what they're doing? Is that what they're doing? Because I've got it I've got it on mute, but each I was gonna say each character, each player's coming out one by one. Are they doing it like a wrestling show? Like, next it's whoever this bloke is, and then is everyone going yay? That's a bit weird, isn't it? That's a bit weird. It's making a bit of a spectacle about it. Just get everyone out. Just get everyone out. Ben says, "Do you know about Wirtz tomorrow?" To be honest, I know the same as you. Just that it's gonna happen on Friday. Trent is playing. He is, and we will be hating him every step of the way. Every step of the way, we will be hating Trent. Every mistake, every time he messes up, we will be there. Camille said, "Hi, I support Southampton FC. Very nice. What made you support Southampton FC? Out of curiosity, have you got a favourite Southampton player? Have you got a favourite Southampton legend of the past? Adam Lallana, maybe Matt Letizia? Let me know. Let me know how, like, your history with Southampton and what made you support them." Johnny's already getting muted by Twitch. That's not me. That's Twitch that's doing that, not me. Will Isak go to Liverpool or not? We'll just come to that in a bit. Uno, dos, tres, visca Barca. Indeed. Well, let's hope Barcelona win the league again next season. RG255, please search. Hold on, I need to allow Johnny's messages because Twitch keeps blocking them. Give me a second. There you go. Matt Letizia, very nice. Oh, nice. Okay, south of England, good stuff. Yeah, Matt Letizia was amazing. I don't know if many people have seen Matt Letizia, but he didn't look like a footballer. Like he was quite tall, wasn't he? Like kind of 6'7". And he just looked a bit awkward, but he had this way of just kind of smacking it with his left foot, and the ball would go flying in. Very skillful player, Matt Letizia. Johnny is asking, did Sonny arrive after I left the last stream? He did. And I said to him when Sonny arrived, I said, Sonny, your brother Johnny was asking about you. So yeah, Sonny was here last time. Fish says, hi Fish. How's it hanging with you? Camille says Peter Crouch is also good. Yeah, I liked a bit of Peter Crouch, to be fair. Sadio Mane. How do you feel about Sadio Mane? A bit of Virgil van Dijk also. But yeah, good stuff. Hope everyone's doing well. So yeah, the news posted by Snus earlier. Liverpool could table a guaranteed £100 million plus bonuses, potentially surpassing the deal for Florian Wirtz. How do people feel about that? I can't lie. I would be kind of excited as hell if that kind of happened, to be fair. I know, like, I'm normally kind of quite reserved. Normally I'm like, yeah, whatever happens. But like, if we sign Isak, I think it's going to be pretty hard to stop us next season. I think Snus was predicting 40 goals. Were you saying 40 goals the last time when we were playing that game over there? But just imagine that. We might have to do a kind of predicted lineup. Johnny's saying, bro, allow my messages. Oh, I am. The thing is with Twitch, it blocks like each individual one, so you'll have to just give me a reminder if something doesn't pop through. Sunny did arrive after the last stream. Oh yeah, Bale's another one to be fair. Very good player. The most people in Grantham Football Club is 5,000 people in the relegation battle. That's still more fans than Man City, to be fair. So you can take that. Let me set this timer. Whenever I set the timer, that's when they hide the timer every single time to put their little graphics on the screen, and then I have to wait for it. Come on. I like the new bit of a goal on Real Madrid's kit, to be fair. That's quite nice. Oh my god, they're just not showing the timer. This is ridiculous. Oh, Jesus, man. Has anyone else got a timer on this? Unemployed microwave. I like that username. Says if it's another 0-0 draw, I swear I'll be pissed. He will. And if there's one entity you don't want to piss off, it's an entity that emits radiation. And yeah, we need to keep unemployed microwave as happy as possible. Yeah. Microwaves are dangerous in the wrong hands, so. Has anyone else got a timer on the screen? Because I don't have a timer. Like I'm trying to like link up. Oh bollocks! I just didn't have the window maximized. I'm an idiot. I was thinking, where's the damn timer? And I had the window just kind of squished up. Now I can set it. Free kick though. Johnny loves watching female football because he loves cake. Well, that's as good a reason to watch it as there is. Camille asks, who's your favourite Liverpool player, past and present? Free kick. They just hit the wall. Present would be Ryan Gravenberch. Past would probably be Steven Gerrard. Ooh, Trent with the bad defending there. Trent, you're gonna need to pick that up. You're going to need to pick that up, Trent. Trent's already getting skinned. Johnny says, hi, Fish. Fish says, Alexis Sanchez versus Aubameyang. That's pretty random. Grantham Football Club was most in the FA Cup. I'll be honest, I've not heard of Grantham Football Club. But let's have a look. Is it this one? Grantham. Oh. 1 second. Grantham Town FC. Grantham Town FC. Pretty nice logo, to be fair. Looks quite good. The Gingerbreads. You got a bit of a kind of Juventus vibe going on with the kind of logo, and then a bit of Juventus vibe with the home kit. And I swear Juventus had like a pink away kit. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Camille says Sleepy G48. Pretty much. What's the 48 about though? Johnny says, hi, unemployed microwave. Welcome to the best channel. As always, Johnny, appreciate the support. Fish just says no. I don't know why. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we need to start calling Grantham FC Juventus FC now. Unemployed Microwave says thoughts on Garcia becoming a Barcelona player. Is that the goalkeeper? Is that the goalkeeper? Interesting transfer. I presume he'll be the number one. I'm not sure what that would mean for Ter Stegen. Because I think I saw like Garcia cost 25 million. He's a good keeper. But I'm just curious to see what the setup's going to be next season. Is Garcia going to be number one and Ter Stegen the backup, or the other way around? Johnny says that Garcia is a beast. So Johnny, do you think leaving your love for Ter Stegen aside, and when I say love, I mean absolute hatred, but leaving that to aside, I'm genuinely curious. Do you think Garcia is going to be the starter next season? Dortmund or Schalke, says Fish. Neither. Jawed says tough. I'll take that. Mr. Default said if Salah and Amorim had a baby, pretty much. I think I'm old. I think I'm older than Salah, but I'm younger than Amorim. So maybe if me and Amorim had a baby, then you get Salah. Not that you'd want to think about me and Amorim having a baby, because it's not a pleasant thought. But as I always say, I don't mind the comparisons to Amorim or Salah. It's when people start calling me Ange, then I'll start to get a bit concerned. Then I'm like, you know what? I need to start hitting the gym. Unemployed Microwave says, does Istanbul still haunt you? Nope, not really. It kind of stopped being a thing like after they won the Champions League a few years later. I know some people would say for them maybe it stopped being a thing when they won the league, but for me, I was like, yeah, won the Champions League now, I don't care. Camille thinks Everton and Portsmouth. Oh, firstly, interesting font. And secondly, I think Everton and Portsmouth fans are absolutely delusional. Please do expand on that. Delusional in what sense? Delusional with respect to expectations. Delusional with respect to opinions. Delusional in what way? Johnny has clarified his thoughts on the Barcelona goalkeeping situation. Ter Stegen can hop. Does that mean he can go? Hop. On mine, Garcia will be number one. Fair enough. Mr. Default said Amorim is 40. Yeah, that means I'm younger than Amorim, but I'm older than Salah. So yeah, I think the safe conclusion is Salah is mine and Amorim's child, but then that gives you thoughts that you probably don't want to visualize, to be fair. You look like Ronnie 2K. I don't know who that is, bro, but I will Google it. This person? Is it this? Ronnie 2K. Let me just adjust this here. Ronnie 2K, whose real name is Ronnie Singh, is the public face and digital marketing director for the NBA 2K franchise. Very nice. I'll take that. He looks relatively noble. Press the wrong button there. When Johnny was saying hop to Ter Stegen, that's what he meant specifically. And next time I run into Ter Stegen, I'll let him know I'll let him know that offer is on the table. RG255 says search Grantham Football Stadium next. What the hell is that? Like, That's like... Okay, that looks better. That's starting to resemble, you know, a bit more of a football stadium. It's alright. I mean, decent looking pitch, decent looking bleachers. It's alright, man. It still looks better than Craven Cottage. I give him that. Everton fans have Liverpool and Portsmouth fans can have loads of... Everton fans have Liverpool and Portsmouth fans can have loads of options in the South Coast. I see. Oh right, so you mean like in terms of rivalry, that sort of thing. You could say Liverpool being in the north, they have Everton, Man United, that sort of thing. The unemployed microwave says, bro, you know Bruno. Apparently it was always pronounced Bono and not Bruno. Oh yeah, I did as in the goalkeeper. Yeah, I knew that. If you look at transfer mark there, they're even spelling it Bono. But I only knew that because like I was watching a game of his and the commentator kept saying Bono. That's the only reason I know, to be fair. Johnny has clarified that he meant it in an insulting way. Well, given it's Ter Stegen, I probably should have known. Bournemouth, Brighton, and best of all, Southampton are all better than Pompey. I see. So you are not fond of Portsmouth by the sounds of it. But earlier you said Peter Crouch was one of your favourite players. Did Peter Crouch not play for Portsmouth? Did that not lessen your opinion of him? Or were you like, you know what, I'll let him off. He's about 10 foot tall. I'll let him off. RG255 says Grantham Stadium is massive. Not. Yeah, it's not. It's not the biggest, but still looks alright, to be fair. I mean, his name spelled... Oh, interesting. So his name was always spelled like Bono. But the English spelling is Buono. Yeah. I think my simple mind will just stick to Bono from now on. Ooh, there's a player on the floor. Is it Reece James? It's not. Yeah. People are saying Trent's overhitting his passing. That's what I thought. I was like, is that Reece James? The thing is, right, it's a guy on the floor, and so I was like, yeah, is that Reece James? He did look a bit like Reece James, to be fair. But yeah, guess not. Ooh, Real Madrid are through. No, they are not. RG255 says, please search up Grantham Mini Olympics. Why are they Mini Olympics? I've made a typo. I've searched for Grandma Mini Olympics. Oh, it's like a kids thing. That's pretty cool. It's good stuff, man. Come on, Al Hilal. Attack down your left-hand side. They are weak down your left-hand side. Attack number 66. I know he's not 66 anymore, but he will forever be 66. He will forever be 66. RG255 needs to see. I'll bring that up in a bit. He says, bro, what does this emoji mean? I think that's like a trans flag, I think. Ooh, Al Hilal attacking down the left where Madrid are weak. Yeah. Bob says, crazy how many of these Al Hilal players could still walk into so many top teams. Yeah, I know, right? Like I was should we have a look at I was looking at the lineup thinking that it was going to be some kind of random players, but like look at this. As Bob has said here, Buono, as in Bono, as unemployed microwave was saying, and you're right about that, microwave. He will forever just be 66. Like even though he doesn't wear 66 anymore, he's 66. Bono, like decent keeper. Cancelo, he was the best thing since sliced bread a few years ago. Koulibaly, Ruben Neves, Malcolm, Milinkovic-Savic, Leonardo. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, hopefully they can give him a decent game. Johnny said forever on the first day, but she broke my heart. She broke your heart on the first day, and now you're single again. Well, she don't deserve you then. Like if she's breaking your heart on the first date, then yeah, it's her loss. That's the best way to think of it. It's her loss. Speaking of Johnny's brother is here now. Johnny was asking about his brother Sonny earlier, and now his brother Sonny is here. How is my man known as 66 doing? Not great, but not amazing. Like a few kind of wayward passes. Like he hasn't been awful. Like I want him to be awful. He hasn't been awful. Like a few poor passes. Got beaten once, but like you can't like like he hasn't done anything spectacular. Like he's done a few iffy things, but not enough for me to get excited with yet. He is 69 with Jude. Very true. Dawood likes the ref cam. They should have that in the Premier League too. Yeah, perhaps that is something that they can learn. Ooh, player attacking down the left. He scored down Trent's side. It's offside. He literally scored down Trent's side on the left. And I was gonna go back to Sonny's comment and say Trent was just out of position. No, he's on. The guy's on. You're right, unemployed microwave. I screwed up and I take it back. I take it back. In my kind of excitement, I got a bit carried away. But that's positive. Johnny says, "Man, my ears are bleeding." Yeah, you're not used to me screaming. I'm normally quite calm, to be fair. Do you think it's a cop out how Simeone Inzaghi has gone from managing Inter to Al Hilal? Yeah, to a certain degree. I mean, Inter they put up a very good fight. Almost kind of won the league. Got to the final of the Champions League. It's probably just gone for money, to be fair. Boy says, is this Manjong? Manjdog? I don't know who that is, but I'm willing to say yes. Johnny is saying, hi, my guy, Sonny. How are you? HGTXV said, thank God we don't have to put up with that again. Yeah. No more kind of fear and no more kind of anxiety about the right hand side. That was bad from 66. That was very bad from 66. Graham. How you doing, Graham? Hope you're well. Says, hey buddy, do you think we'll get Isak? If you asked me yesterday, I'd say definitely not. Now I'd say maybe there's a small chance. From what I gather, kind of all the planets have to align, and one of those planets seems to be Isaac has to kind of not so much kind of throw a fit, but kind of ask to leave. I'd say there's a little chance, but I wouldn't bet the house on it yet. I'd say there's a little chance, but to be fair, a little chance is still better than no chance. What do you think? Johnny's asking how his brother Sonny is doing. There you go. Unemployed Microwave says 66 is passing is horrid. This isn't Liverpool. Yeah, so far he hasn't looked great. I'm not getting too excited because it's like the first game, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's hope this continues. Harry's back. So this is the video that Harry posted of his VR game. The video is 30 minutes long. Yeah, I'll give it a watch. Maybe later today, but if I'm tired, def not tomorrow. I've made a note anyway to kind of watch it. H-S says, who are Liverpool playing in the Club World Cup? Absolutely nobody, and I love that. Let the kind of Liverpool players rest, get a long rest, and then we go from there. Graham says, put in his transfer request. Yeah, if Isak was to put in a transfer request, then I think that would make things kind of significantly kind of simpler. I think it seems like we've got the money for it. And it seems like he wants to come. So I'm a bit excited about it now. I'm kind of a bit excited about it. Can't lie. But not overexcited, if that makes sense. Let's see. Let's keep an eye on it. Let's see what happens. If Liverpool were to get Isak, they could have like Wirtz behind him, Salah on the right. McAllister behind him, Gravenberch behind him, Frimpong on the right. That would be nice. That would be good to see. Even if I didn't support Liverpool, I'd say, you know what, that looks good. That would be good. Sasuke Uchiha, is that like an anime? That's like an anime character, right? Says Liverpool will get Ekitike, trust me. Do you reckon? I hope not, man. I hope not. I don't. And again, I'm not an expert. I'm just a brainless fool, like most people. but like, I don't see it with Ekitike. Like, what's he good at? What's Ekitike good at? What does he excel at? And apparently the price is like 100 million. That seems a bit too expensive. Fish says the quote of the day is, remember Fish is my guy. That is the quote of the day. The quote of the year is, Fish is the GOAT. Fish is the GOAT and the legend of the stream. Johnny says, if Romaro said here we go, as in Fabrizio Romano said here we go, yeah. If he said that would significantly increase the kind of propensity of that happening. There's a answer for you there, Johnny. It says, I'm not doing well. That's not what exactly you said. I'm paraphrasing. Can't believe Atletico is in it and Barca is not. Fair point. Riley says, apparently we're after Isak. Yeah, we were talking about that just a few minutes ago. Do you reckon we'll get him, Riley? Again, Al Hilal through, and I think was it Unemployed Microwave earlier was saying somewhere, I think I've lost it, was saying, I can't believe Al Hilal are playing better. I swear I saw it somewhere, but yeah, it was Microwave who said it. There we go. I love how Al Hilal is playing better than Madrid right now. Yeah, they're on top, man. They're on top. Madrid are kind of, I don't want to say they're kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel, But Al Hilal corner now. I just need to show RG255 really wants me to search for the Grantham Mini Olympics for some reason. So I will do that. What do you want me to see? What do you want to see specifically about it? There you go. Don't say I never do anything nice for you. Is this? It's like a Olympics for primary school children. That's pretty good stuff, man. We didn't have that kind of stuff back in my day. But yeah, that's generally what it is. Sonny says, what number is Trent going to wear? Number 10? I hope not, because number 10 is taken. It seems like all that kind of hysteria was kind of made up by journalists, because Wirtz put out his own Instagram story saying, I never ask for any other players' numbers. I always kind of respect players. So yeah, I mean, he can take any number that's free. Fish says, hi, Sonny. Riley prays that we get him. It would be good, to be fair. Even like I normally like don't get like too excited about football, which is kind of hard to believe given I'm doing this. But but if we were to get Isak, I would be over the moon. I wouldn't be shouting and screaming, but I'd be the most excited that I'd been in many years. 7 even says Trent hate watch. I'm here for it. We're here for it, bro. He hasn't been playing well, to be fair. I don't know if you saw earlier, 7 even. Al Hilal scored. And it was down Trent's side. Unfortunately, it was just kind of borderline offside, but like Trent was out of position. Trent was like jogging back, you know, regretting the kind of Mars bars that he ate throughout the day. It's not a good look, man. Yeah, and unemployed microwave. Again, I love that username. I don't know why, but it's just I just love that username. It's saying Madrid are shaking in their boots right now every time Trent gets attacked. Yeah, like I'm kind of slightly shaking in my boots, and I don't even support them. It's weird. It's kind of weird. Maybe because I still mentally like assign him to my team. So like if I just see him like running back, I mentally get a bit anxious. But like I'm getting a bit worried seeing it. So yeah, let's see what happens. Bro, our players need rest like Pedri. Yeah, 100%. That's why I'm kind of glad Liverpool not in this competition either. 7 even says Trent is getting bodied. He is proper getting bodied. Again, I'm trying not to be like too much of a hater, but like even like trying to be unbiased, he's not having a good game. Genuinely, they keep attacking down his side. He's probably gonna get taken off, you know. Sonny says this Madrid is gonna be another Galacticos failure, like R9, Zizou, and Beckham. I had a thought about that the other day. Like, are they filling the team with kind of too many superstars? You know what I mean? Because quite often when you fill the team with too many superstars, that kind of thing never works. They're having like a little drinks break now, to be fair. Let's see what happens with this. Sonny's asking, hi Fish, where's Shark? Very true. Riley will be screaming and shouting. It sounds like Riley will be screaming and shouting for most of us if we get Isak. Like from my perspective, I've kind of gone from like a 0% likely yesterday to maybe 10% likely today. But yeah, I'm a bit excited now. I'm a bit excited. Johnny says, hello Madrid, suck mine. Here we go. as eloquent as always, Johnny. Sonny says, if it was a Real Madrid goal, then it would be considered a goal. I mean, it was borderline. It was proper borderline offside. Like when they replayed it, I was like, that's on. But then they not disabled it, then they disallowed it. Gaffer says he's not having a bad game either. Yeah, he's not terrible, but he hasn't been great either. Like if I was to give him like a score out of 10, maybe like a 5 out of 10, probably. Becca says, "Oh, you're crying. Trent is still 10 times better than Frimpong." You got that the wrong way around. Frimpong is 14 times better than Trent, but not 15 times. 7 even said they'll be thanking their lucky stars he was free. Yeah, even then. They might be regretting the signing on fee. That'd be nice. I don't see this move working out for him. I mean, the real question is, in 2 years, where's he going to end up? Is it going to be Villa? Is it going to be Germany? Where's it going to be? Johnny says Trent should play centre mid like me. He could do, but then Real Madrid scouts might see you, and they might say, you know what? Why did we get Trent? We could have gotten Johnny instead. And then you'd go play for Madrid, and then you wouldn't join the stream. So then none of us here would be happy. So yeah, let's hope Real Madrid scouts do not spot you. Fish's top 10 hottest footballers list. Number 1 is Pablo Mari. Number 2 is Fish. Number 3 is me, as in himself. So this is, for context, this is what Fish does. He deliberately makes, again, Daily Blind, what I don't like. Again, it's your list. It's your list, Fish, of who you say is the hottest. But Daily Blind's a weird pick. Hansi Flick is a weird pick. Klopp is a weird pick. London Clubs is a weird pick. Wissa, okay, that's more reasonable pick. Obama and whatever number 10 is. Johnny says the shark is in his pants. There's the answer. 7 even says he's having a bad game. Al Hilal scored because of his error and he's just lucky it was offside. Very true. His passing hasn't been great either. And again, as Unemployed Microwave was saying earlier, again, it's Al Hilal attacking. Like Cancelo on the ball. Again, they've got in behind Trent again on the left side. Oh, Trent intercepted that, to be fair. Intercepted the pass. Sonny says, Johnny, you're a Figo after all. Very nice. Fish says, I dare you to pencil. I don't know what pencil means. Real Madrid have just scored. Gonzalo. Riley says, how do you watch this, love? I thought that was my grandma for a second, but what he actually means is, how do you watch this live? On DAZN. Johnny thinks this Real Madrid team is fake. Wouldn't join. Oh, of course. Being a Barcelona fan, wouldn't join Real Madrid if his life depended on it. Just seeing a replay here. Yeah, just about onside for the goal there. So we'll change it to 1-0. RG255 says, soon first place tomorrow. Are you doing that mini Olympics thing tomorrow? Or have you got an exam tomorrow? What? I'm not Sunny. What do you mean? Fish says, hey baby girl. I presume that's to me. How you doing, Fish? Arsenal for life. Women's Champions League winners 2025. How you doing, Arsenal for life? Hope you're well. Hope you're as well as can be in this heat, because it's far too hot. Yeah, goal went in there. I've changed it to 1-0 now. I genuinely think Al Hilal have I genuinely think Al Hilal have been the better team. But let's see what happens. I mean, Sonny's got it. Sonny's got it bang on correct here. Trent is going to be those signings that Papa Perez will throw out in a few years and sign a new player, and then and then Wallah Habibi, who's a Trent. Yeah, I can see that happening. I mean, I know he signed like a 5-year, 6-year contract, but I mean, if they're not happy after 2 years, they're probably going to sell and just get someone else. Galaxy Multiverse, how you doing? Hope you're good. How's the BMW M5 edit coming along? Was it BMW M5? Have I remembered that correctly? John McGregor says, is Ronaldo the GOAT? Ronaldo is not the GOAT because John McGregor is the GOAT. Do you think Alonso's totally ready for the Real Madrid job? I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure. It depends. Like it depends. It depends how well he can handle egos and that sort of thing. Like I think tactically Alonso's very good, but it just depends. Like, and again, like I don't mean this. I don't mean this as like an insult. But he seems like a bit of a nice guy, and like, can nice guys handle egos? I think that will be the important thing. Oh, that was a really nice pass, but it was Bellingham. I was like, that better not be 66, but it was Bellingham. Sonny says, really celebrating Women Champions League. How low you've fallen, man. Damn. Fish says, name 5 former Fish FC players. Mate, I couldn't name a single one. If it's Fish FC, can I say like whale, goldfish? I wouldn't have a clue, mate. Johnny says, you're a baby girl for Fish, but for me, you're my mamacita. Well, I appreciate any sort of compliment, even compliments like that. Johnny says, thank you. No worries, no worries. Finn says, where do you think Villa will finish this season, bro? Kind of confident after the first few games. I hope they get a Champions League place. You know what I mean? I'm hoping they get fourth. It's nice to kind of see, you know, teams like Villa do well. So I'd like to see Villa get fourth. Johnny says, Sonny, I'm not Figo, man. Chelsea Daily News says, you know, if they're not happy with Trent, they're just going to go for Frimpong. That's probably a good point. We have not thought. Chelsea Daily News is kind of thinking ahead. The positive is, I think Frimpong signed a long-term contract. So if they want him, they're going to have to pay for him. Fish says, English. Galaxy Multiverse says, yeah, the edit is going good, but I'm really trying my hardest on it. That's all right. Take your time, man. No need to rush. Take your time. Take it easy. It's hard to kind of do stuff in this weather. So, yeah, just take it easy, man. Oh, is it a penalty? Me trying to figure out what this shit means on mute. Is it a penalty? Johnny still hates Figo to this day. That whole thing was weird, wasn't it? Where he kind of... Did he go directly from Barcelona to Real Madrid? That whole situation was weird. Yeah, as GM has said there, Real Madrid don't look sharp. That's a nice way to put it. That's an accurate way to put it. They don't look sharp. I didn't kind of have the words for it earlier. I kept saying they're playing rubbish. But yeah, that's it. They don't look sharp. Some of the passing is a bit off. It is, yeah, penalty. Piers Morgan says, are you a football fan? Nope. Penalty. Let's see what happens. Would you rather Gyökeres or Ekitike? If I'm honest with you, J1 active, neither. Neither. I'm not convinced by either, to be fair. And I'd rather get one of the big strikers, and if we can't get a big striker, save the money for next time. Sonny thinks Xabi's going to be fine. Hopefully. So it's penalty here, as Derwood has said. It's Mr. Neves. Looking cool, calm and collected. I think for once, Mine and Durwood's feeds are in sync. Normally, one person is ahead of the other. Neves, and he scores. Nice penalty. It's so nice. I had to say it thrice. Oh fuck! Oops. Pressed the unmute button by accident. Galaxy, give me credit. I suggested BMW M5. You did. Johnny has intricate knowledge of cars. He has better knowledge of cars than I do. And also better knowledge of, was it trainers? Did you say Adidas F30 or something? And I was like, bro, I don't know what F30 is. Then I had to Google it, and I was like, oh, they're pretty nice. Oh yeah, the referee view. We just saw it there. Pretty nice. Swagmaster 05. Lol. Hi, how we doing today? Not bad, mate. Not bad. Feeling far too hot in this weather, but all good other than that. How about you? How you doing? Derwood says goal. Sonny's sarcasm never fails to make me laugh. Sometimes I clip up the videos for YouTube, so I have to go back and watch them, and some of the things he comes out with still make me laugh the next day. Penalty, quick! Someone call Benaldo. It's good stuff. Oh, that was it. Yeah, F50s. Yeah, those were the football boots, weren't they? Very nice. Galaxy Multiverse says that, to be honest, Gyökeres is probably going to Arsenal, and if Arsenal don't want him, he'll go to United. Yeah, I can see that. Happening. There was some news that came out today. That what's that? Oh, they're attacking down the left again. Where's 66? Where's 66? He actually defended not bad there. Actually did decent defending there. There was some news that came out today that Sesko has signed a contract. Swagmaster05 says, as a Canadian, which is very important, Swagmaster05, because I'm actually considering visiting Canada for the first time this year. Is there like a particular area that you would recommend? Like, what's good? Because it seems like the right side is more city based, so east side is more city based, like Montreal and Toronto. Sorry, west side for you, but then the east side is more mountains. But yeah, what would you recommend? I'm happy. We crushed Honduras 6-0, nothing yesterday, and I'm actually pretty optimistic we could win the CONCACAF Gold Cup. I yearn for a Canada-Mexico final. Nice. It would be like that would be like a North American final, would it? Would be very nice. Multiverse says a credit to Johnny. Credit to Johnny for the recommendation on the M5. Isn't Sesko going to Arsenal? Said Sonny. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I don't think I finished the sentence earlier, but yeah, I saw something today that Sesko's signing. And again, you never really know if these things are kind of particularly accurate, to be fair. But I saw something today that Sesko signed a contract with Arsenal. No call, Felix. He will not miss it like Penaldo. Very true. I hear you. Real Madrid attacking. That's a good suggestion. Go to the Heart Dungeon and learn some moves. Could do. Bret Hart he's Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So Swagmaster's giving a recommendation here, saying Vancouver's beautiful. Yeah, Vancouver seems to be the one that everyone recommends. The thing is, I'm in England, so like, Vancouver's like another 6 hours. It's like I might need to figure this out. if and when I go to Vancouver, I'm gonna need to like stop at like Calgary or something for 2 days, because like I can't sit down for like 14 hours. But it's a good recommendation. Calgary isn't bad. If you love nature, British Columbia is by far the most beautiful province in the West. Victoria is awesome, very nice, very nice. I've never been to Canada before. I've been to the US. I went to New York in like February time. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, Canada will be the next one. Part of the reason is I don't like hot weather, and like Canada gets cold earlier. So, oh god, they've just fucking sorry, they've just. I thought they were gonna score there. Salem, is he named after the witch trials? Nice little 1-2 there. Oh, poor finish in the end. Jody says the best part of being a football player is meeting the ultras. I'm sure they absolutely love that. Johnny says, Sonny, where do you live in India? Johnny's just trying to plan his next holiday destination so he can meet his brother. I've just made a bunch of kids' days. What have you done, Harry? Please do expand. Please do expand on the nice thing you've done. I can't believe they didn't score that. Can't believe they didn't score that. Penalty for Pinaldo. Oh look, he is my hero. And look, he won the Nation League that no one cares about. Except for the Pinaldo fanboys Pui. I do appreciate how much Sonny loves Ronaldo. Should we put it that way? The South American teams are cooking in the Club World Cup. Yeah, man. It's for a tournament that I wasn't particularly looking forward to. South American teams are doing quite well, and to be fair, Al Hilal over here, Al Hilal also doing decent. Harry saying, on the VR game, I defended for my life and saved and scored the penalty to win us the game. Nice. So you were the hero. You were the man of the match in the game. So to provide more context, when Harry said previously, I've just made a bunch of kids' days. Basically, Harry was the star player, and he carried the team to victory. It's good to hear, man. It's good to hear. Johnny says, I will not go to Canada because I'm 17 and Drake lives there. Interesting. A says, wait, Al Hilal are drawing with Real Madrid. They are, and to be fair, I think they're playing better. I feel like Madrid got a lucky goal, but most of the chances have come from Al Hilal. Up and job says, how's the Trent hate watch going? Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Al Hilal, they scored down Trent's side because Trent was out of position. Al Hilal scored. It was just slightly offside, and it got disallowed. But it would have been hilarious if that goal was allowed. I mean, Trent's been okay. I mean, some good interceptions to be fair. But some poor passing. Tay says 66 is washed. Damn right. He was 2 yards offside and Trent held the line. Shit, I said the T word, and 66 held the line. You're right about that, A. The Real Madrid fans don't show mercy. As well, Trent has to be on his A game. He does, and he has to be on his A game every single game. Trent doesn't. Fuck, I've said it again. 66 doesn't strike me as a player who's particularly kind of mentally strong. So, like, when things go wrong for him, I don't know. I don't know how he's going to handle it. Johnny says, "How tall are you?" Like 5'10", I think. In college, I was 5'10", which is like 20 years ago. So probably still 5'10". Up and Punjab says, "Trent is a proper Bondu. Is Bondu different to like Gondo?" I wish the worst for him. I also wish the worst for him. Hope he has a terrible time, and then I hope he really wants to come back, and then we say, "Nah, you can go now. Go play for Burnley." Brannog 97 says, "People need to realize Bellingham isn't as good as they hype." Yeah, I hear ya. I do think he's hyped. He's hyped up to be like a savior, and like I don't think he's quite as good. He's got a lot of PR behind him. I didn't even realize Rodrigo was playing. Is he? I've barely even seen him, to be honest. There's the answer. Frimpong and Wirtz enthusiast. I love that username, by the way. Madrid are terrible. They are. They have been pretty bad. Let's be honest. They have been pretty bad. Al Hilal have been the better team. Madrid got a lucky goal. M111800 sent 3 roses. Appreciate that as always. Chundle says, "Nobody cares about the Club World Cup." Very true. Very true, Chundle. The downside is there's nothing else at the moment. But you're right. Like, even if Liverpool were in this, I wouldn't particularly care. In regards to Calgary, Swagmaster was saying, "Unless you want to drive 10 plus hours to Vancouver, then probably best fly to Calgary." Yeah, I've seen, because Calgary's like roughly in the middle of Canada, isn't it? Yeah. I think when I go to Vancouver, I'll need to plan it out properly. Sunny is in the northeastern side of India, and my hatred for Pinaldo will go beyond the known universe. Good to hear. Durwood, as always, correcting me with the timer, which I always forget to stop. Not always, like eight times out of 10. Is that accurate? I'd say 8 times out of 10 I forget to stop the timer. Brannog 97 says, Vinicius is another. They blow smoke up his backside and he's just as average as Garnacho. I think Vinicius has Brazilian PR to a certain degree. Do you feel the same? That because he's Brazilian, it's like, oh my god, it's Vinicius, because he's Brazilian, like everyone salivates over what he does. Like if Vinicius sneezes because he's Brazilian, it's the most beautiful sneeze we've ever seen. And like, I mean, he's fine, but I don't think he's quite as good as everyone says. DB says 0 ball knowledge. Well, it's good to know we have something in common. Who has the best season in Premier League this season, in your opinion? This season, it would have to be Salah. I think it'd have to be Salah this season in the Premier League. Johnny says, I'm Barcase _ Is that like a username for a different? Is that like a different username? Is that like a YouTube username or not a Twitch username, because your Twitch username is Johnny, or is it a TikTok username? Johnny said, I thought Harry made kids in the bedroom. That's a fair assumption, but thankfully he has clarified that. Bellingham is good, not great, but Pedri is great. But they make him look like a good player. This is a bit of a tongue twister here, Sonny. This is a bit of a tongue twister. Bellingham is good. It's like a riddle. Okay, so Bellingham is good, not great, but Pedri is great, but they make him look good. You see what I mean? But they make him look good. Player, the Madrid fanboys. And the Madrid fanboys will say Bellingham and Vitinha are better than Pedri. I'm like, F you. Yeah, I'd rather have Pedri in my team. RT45, I'm with you on this, man. I'm with you on this. I don't know why so many fans at different clubs want Rodrigo. I just don't see. I don't see it either. Like I was watching something the other day, and they were like, yeah, Rodrigo's available for 80 million. Let's get him. I'm like, he's fine, but is he all that? I'm not convinced, man. I'm genuinely not convinced. I mean, I'd like to be wrong on it, but I just don't see it. Brannog says, absolutely, they do it with everyone. They're stuck in their R9 and Ronaldinho days. I hear ya. And I think, like, if Salah was Brazilian, and not Egyptian, I think the PR would be significantly different. I mean, Sonny's reading my mind there. Didn't I told you if Salah was Salinho or Salah James, he would be a Ballon d'Or winner? Yeah, because he'd have that PR. Johnny says, Pupinaldo OP. Brannog says, how's Conor Bradley doing? I'm a Bolton fan. You could see his quality from the start. Yeah, I like Conor Bradley, man. He's good. Defensively, he's very sound. Going forward, he's very sound. He's grown a little goatee now, so I don't know how I feel about the goatee. So if I am to give one criticism, as a seasoned beard owner, I'm not sure how I feel about his goatee. But on the pitch, I love Conor Bradley. Like, going forward is great. Defensively is great. He's got a good attitude. And I think we have to credit Bolton to a certain degree for kind of, giving him an opportunity. I know he played very well for Bolton, but equally they had to have the faith in him. So, yeah. Credit to Bolton as well. Johnny says, a top 10 viewer of your channel. Appreciate you as always, Johnny. Appreciate all the crazy things you say. Florian Wirtz. What you doing here, Florian? Are you not supposed to be on holiday, Florian? Says, Ruben Neves is better than Tchouaméni. I don't know. Maybe. To be honest, I've never thought about that in detail. I kind of feel unqualified to give an opinion because I've never thought about that. But you might be onto something. Brannog says, Vinicius Jr. is absolutely bang average. Cries every time he's touched and cries every time people look at him as well. Florian Wirtz says, opinion of Yaros moving to Ajax. Yeah, I heard it's a loan. So he signed a new contract and it's a loan. Probably a good deal, right? Because Liverpool will have Alisson, Liverpool will have Mamardashvili, and Liverpool will have that Hungarian keeper that they bought. Armin Pexi, is it? So there's not going to be much opportunity for Yaros. So yeah, let him go to Ajax with his mate Johnny Heitinger, get a bit of experience, and hopefully come back a better player. Mr. Trader says Isak to Liverpool. Who says no? Unfortunately, probably Newcastle. But I say yes, and I think Mr. Trader also says yes. So let's hope it happens. Sonny says, I mean, Rodrigo can play second fiddle to anyone, but not at 80 million. Yeah, I mean, Rodrigo's fine. I mean, there's all these left wingers like. And I'd put Diaz in there as well, but they're all fine. Like, none really move the needle for me. I don't know. I appreciate everyone. Everyone has a different opinion. Johnny says Pedri's world class. They're all stupid. Florian Wirtz. So Florian Wirtz, he's going to arrive next week and he already wants to sell Diaz. Says, if we sell Diaz for 100 million, we should bring in Isak. Yeah, I guess the money would be there, right? Do you think we'd get 100 million for Diaz? I think for Diaz we'd probably get like 60, 70-ish. But like Kwanzaa is also probably going to go. But in general, in general, I agree with your point. If the money's there, and it's a fee that Newcastle are willing to accept, because unfortunately, I suspect, unless Isak puts pressure on, and again, if he doesn't want to do that, that's fine. We shouldn't make him. But like, he's going to be expensive. Mr. Trader also wants to know when Wirtz is doing his medical. This is the real Florian Wirtz we have here. Brannog says, no fact, he's not in the top 5 wingers of the world. Johnny says, the only thing I like about Pupinaldo is his girlfriend. She's a 10 out of 10. At least that's one positive right there. Just getting through the comments. Don't worry, guys. Do you think Wirtz will struggle adjusting to the Premier League speed? I don't think so. I don't think so. He doesn't seem like a player who would struggle to adjust, if you know what I mean. But there's only one way to find out. We'll find out soon enough. Jan says Bruno is better than Wirtz. Fair enough. But then you've got the player that you prefer. We've got the player we prefer. Everyone's happy. Sebs is here. Hello, mate. How you doing, Sebs? Hope you're well. How was Monday Night Raw? Is it still Tuesday Night SmackDown or is it Friday Night SmackDown? I don't know. But yeah, hope you're well. Legule says Madrid are getting cooked right now. Oui. Al Hilal have been on top. Here. Cami Gray says, Wirtz is going to flop. Let's hope not. If he does flop, thankfully it's a long-term contract, so we can probably get a significant amount back. But let's hope not. DB, aka Database, says, emotions clouding all your judgments. Fair point. You can certainly do that. Tchouaméni is better, but yeah, I agree with Brannog. Every time he cries and say everyone is racist, but wasn't Pele and Ronaldo? No one had to basically nobody hated Pele and Ronaldo. Yeah, to be honest, with Vinicius, like I have seen sometimes, like I do feel like he kind of gets abused by the crowd and that sort of thing. Vinny is the Brazilian Bruno. Damn, that's an insult right there. Anfield Dad, how you doing? Anfield Dad says, Isak for 150 million. Here we go. Would you pay 150 million, Anfield Dad? I appreciate it's not our money, but it's like still a lot, isn't it? I would hope the Richard Hugheses and the Michael Edwards of the world can maybe get that number down a little bit. Lee says Isak would cost in excess of 200 million. So in excess of 200 million, that would be like 220. That's nah. That's a no. That's too expensive for my bones, even though it's not my money. Cami Gray says 100 million for Diaz, no chance at all. Diaz will go for 40 and 60. I agree with you. I think yeah, I would have said maybe around 55, which is within kind of Cami Gray's range of prices there. Sonny with a question for his brother, saying, Johnny, can you tell me who Barcelona are signing this transfer window? Well, you've signed a goalkeeper already. So, I mean, it's nice to see you're rectifying the defensive side. Johnny says, Rodrigo is awesome. What are you doing? He's so good. He's bad because of Madrid. I do think he's good. I just don't. I find it a bit odd that I think people hype him up to be better than he is. Brannog says no. Rafinha. Oh, Kvara. I do like Kvaratskhelia. I was a bit sad when PSG got him. I like Kvaratskhelia. Barcola, Rafael Leao, Diaz are all better. Media hyping him up. Another player, Vinicius. Yeah, it could be that Brazilian hype. Sonny says Antonella better than Pubanalo girlfriend. Who's Antonella? Is Antonella like Messi's girlfriend? I don't know. I don't know this stuff. It's Friday night SmackDown now. It was Tuesday night back in the day. Zach says, who do you support? As can be seen on this 2005 kit. Sonny says, Bruno is 16th in the league. Mighty Bruno, look where are you? Pupanaldo destroyed Man United too after Juventus. Yeah, I think bringing Ronaldo back was perhaps a mistake, because I feel like they had a good thing going with Oli, and he perhaps disturbs the... I was going to say disturb the workplace, but I think that would be accurate. Can you teach me how to grow a beard, bro? I have no. Well, you're only 17, Johnny. I think mine started growing in early 20s, so maybe you got a few years to go. Ab says, for 150 million, full package, I expect Wirtz. It's 116 million, but I'll read it anyway. I expect Wirtz to get 10 GA in 2 games. Dang. So if he was to get 9 GA in 2 games, would that be unacceptable? Unacceptable. Send him back. Hope we got a receipt. Cammy Gray says, I'm a United fan. My son and wife are Liverpool fans. Bring back the good old days. I hear ya. So your wife got her way then when the son became a Liverpool fan. For me, like I'm a Liverpool fan, and my older brother is a United fan. So I can understand to a certain degree. Man, I miss playing United and Liverpool. I'm a Bolton fan. Miss those days. Yeah, I miss Bolton. Miss Bolton being around. I remember Big Sam team, JJ Okocha, Fernando Hierro, Kevin Nolan. There was one season where like Kevin Nolan scored like a bazillion goals. He was not number 4, wasn't he? Number 4, Kevin Nolan. There's one season where he scored like a bazillion goals, and I was like, where's that come from? Trying to remember. You see Jaskelainen, remember him? Yeah, I remember quite a few Bolton players from back in the day. Abs wants Diaz to stay. I feel like he's entering his peak years. I hear you, Abs. And I think he had a really good season. He had a really good season as well last year. Let me just set the timer. I appreciate our conversations more interesting than this game, but I'll set the timer anyway. That's how I feel anyway. Yeah, as Cammy Gray said there, Cammy also remembers JJ Okocha. Top player, man. Top player. Sam Allardyce back in the day, he had this thing where like he'd like not resurrect, but like give like a new lease of life to like legends. And I remember like he signed like Fernando Hierro, who used to play for Real Madrid. It's good old days, man. Good old days. Johnny says Garcia Nico, Sonny. Yeah, JJ Okocha was good to watch. He's Messi's wife. Is that the Antonella? Is that Antonella that Johnny mentioned earlier? Josh asks, why are Derby the best team in the world? Derby are the best team in the world because you support them. So I'm happy to go with that. Dex says, what do you think of Palace? Yeah, I mean, Palace did great, man. Winning the FA Cup. Good attacking team, good attacking manager. I was happy for them that they won. And hopefully they go on to do even better. Sonny disagrees on the Diaz shout, saying Diaz is not better than Vinny. What on earth is this? Branog says, wow. Bend it like Cunha says, thoughts on Mbuemo to United. Mbuemo is a good player, man. He's a good player. I don't know where kind of Mbuemo is gonna go. Like he might end up going to Spurs. Because I think Spurs have kind of got Thomas Frank now. So he could end up going Spurs. But yeah, I think as a player he's good. I think if anyone can sign him and get him, if anyone can sign him and get him on kind of decent wages, then that's a good signing. Yeah, what a save that was. As Durwood has put there. Real Madrid have come out with a bit more fight in the second half, but hopefully, hopefully, I was gonna say hopefully it doesn't last long. But now hopefully Al Hilal. I thought they were gonna score. Johnny says no. Even if I like Messi, Pupinaldo girlfriend better. Like, dude, I got no idea. Someone called Antonella previously. Ab says if we sign Isak, I'll name my sons Richard and Michael. All right, I was gonna say why Richard and Michael, but Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, very nice. But then which one? But one son is gonna have to be born first, right? So is the first son gonna be called Michael, or is the first son gonna be called Richard? And surely there's an argument that the first son should be called Alexander. Or you could just as a blanket statement say you're gonna name the next child Alex because for Isaac, because Alex can be a girl's name or a boy's name. So maybe that's the safe way to do it. Jamal fan says, you remember me? Yeah, from the other day, a few days ago. How you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're good. JJ Akacha, yeah, top player for Bolton. I was helping Jussi Jaskalainen's helping build Jaskalainen's house a few years back. He's a nice fella. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. It's always nice to find out that they're nice people as well. What aspect of building were you doing? Were you doing like flooring? Were you doing like roof? Always interested. Yamal says, oh, crossbar, but happy to call it the crowbar. Yeah, it was a nice save, to be fair. Stevie says Madrid will miss Ancelotti. I think they will. I don't like how they treated him at the end. Like, I appreciate things went a bit south, but this is a guy who's won you so much. This is a legend. And he's like an older guy. He's like an older guy as well. I think they'll miss him after a bit. Sonny says Steven Gerrard versus Modric. Well, considering I have Steven Gerrard on the back of this shirt, I may be slightly biased, but both good players, to be fair. Johnny says, can you cuss? I probably can, but just to be safe, I try and rephrase things. Sonny says, when United, if United get relegated, what will be the effect of that in the Premier League? I think it would have a massive effect. United bring in a lot of viewers. United bring in a lot of fans, both nationally and overseas. So it would hurt the viewership of the Premier League. It would hurt the earning of the Premier League. Simultaneously, maybe like a few Man United players would want to leave. So maybe you'd see some Man United players going to other teams. Whilst I'd love them to get relegated, I don't think they will. Tom is asking, what do you watch the match on? DAZN. It's on DAZN. So Brannog was doing the brickwork. Jaskalainen's hands are huge. I should have known that. Being a keeper, is that like a prerequisite for being a goalkeeper? You gotta have massive hands, so easier to save things. But yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Name him Alexander the Arsenal Destroyer. That's a good name. It would be a good name, but then you have Arsenal in your name, which is a bit weird. And fourthly, when you receive letters in the post, they're going to be addressed to Mr. Destroyer. Imagine trying to get a job when you're filling in an application form as a Mr. Destroyer. Probably wouldn't go so well. Probably would not go so well. Mark, can't wait for Wirtz. Same here, Mark. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the first game of pre-season, which is on the 13th of July. Excited for Wirtz. Excited for Frimpong. Excited for Kirkes. I've not been this excited for pre-season in many years. I don't know how you feel, Mark, and I don't know how everyone else kind of feels, but most years it's like, yeah, pre-season, whatever. Yeah, pre-season, whatever. But yeah, this year, really excited for it. Can I vape at 17? They look cool. I mean, I don't know what the age limitation is for vaping. It's an expensive hobby. Are there other ways of looking cool? That is the question. Durwood says, on Twitter, all kind of comments are being made up about 66. Okay, firstly, I love the 66. To be honest, I copied it from you. Just calling him 66. Mainly from Real Madrid fans agreeing that Trent is washed up. Interesting. So then they're not particularly happy, are they? Not particularly happy on Mr. Arnold. Good to hear. Get used to that, Trent. So are we saying that it's been 50 minutes and they're already turning on him? Ooh. A.E. Jensen with the hard questions, and I legitimately mean, I genuinely mean, this is a hard question. Favorite food, like savory food? I mean, pizza's pretty great. Burgers are pretty great. If you want healthy stuff, mangoes are pretty great. I like pretty much. I was gonna say cake, but I'm like, Jesus, I sound like such a slob because you said what's your favorite food, and I'm like, yeah, I like cake, I like pizza. But yeah, all the conventional stuff. How about you? Riley says, do you like boxing? Yeah, I watch like the big fights, like say it's like Tyson Fury, AJ Usyk, Daniel Dubois. I have a bit of a soft spot for Daniel Dubois. I don't know why. He just makes me laugh. I like Daniel Dubois. I probably watch more like UFC than boxing, but it's all good. I enjoy it. If it's on, I'll watch it. I look forward to it. But yeah, how about you? I presume you like boxing. Have you got like a favorite boxer? Sometimes when I'm bored, I watch like Mike Tyson compilations on YouTube. They're pretty good. I can't lie. There's some pretty good Mike Tyson compilations. Johnny says, who's the top 10 viewers of your channel? I don't know about top 10, but you're definitely number one. There you go. But to be fair, quite a few people are probably number one. Here's another number one. Johnny, you're going down the Maradona route. Are we still talking about this Antonella thing? Keith says Villa remember 7-3. Is that like a date? Like 7th of March? Or is that when Aston Villa won? Was it 7-2? I thought it was like 7-2. I can't remember. Riley says nice. Yeah. Enjoy the boxing, man. Boxing's good. Sonny's got to go. Bye, adios, sayonara, and screw you, Pupinaldo. Yeah, the last bit is very important. But yeah, take care, Sonny. All the best. I want to put I want to put a vape on my story, and if it's expensive, I will get a sugar mommy. I appreciate the plan, but then if you were to get a sugar mommy, would you not rather spend the money on something else? What else do you enjoy? Do you like computer games? Oh, right. He's talking about the vape. Right. Okay. I see. Vaping at 17. So Sonny stopped his departure just to say vaping at 17. And God knows what he will do about it at the age of 30. Yes. I like how you two talk like you are actually brothers. It's pretty good. Free kick here for Madrid. I hope they do absolutely nothing with it. Ardagula. Fish is giving us his top 20 hottest players. 11 is me. I mean, I'm disappointed I didn't make the top 10, but I'll take position 11 regardless. 12 is himself. 13 is Chocolate. I thought Al Hilal were gonna score there. 14 is Delara, which you've mentioned before, and I don't know what Delara is. 15 is 16 is These Nuts Livramento. 7 is Sven. So yeah, versus Sven. Sorry. 17 Caicedo. 18 49. 19 Beethoven, and 20 is Chopin. Appreciate that as always. Sunny saying, just to clarify, Maradona was a known drug user and still buy adios. Screw you, Pupinaldo. Again, go shoot a Pinaldo in the Saudi Premier League. As always, appreciate the Pupinaldo comments. You're gonna get me. I'll eventually start calling him Pupinaldo because you say it so. Because you put it in my head at this point. You already got me saying Snake Belly. I was saying Snake Belly the other day to somebody, so it is what it is. Can't believe this game is still 1-1. Johnny says, focus on the present, Sonny. I will probably subside before 10:30. Let's hope not. Defts. How you doing, Defts now? Trent watch. How's he played? That is perfect timing. I can show you. Again, I didn't make this. I was literally just looking at that. So, second minute, lost his man, looking sluggish. A dribble pass, misplaced a few balls. I think what this list here is missing is early in the first half, Al Hilal, they attacked down the left. Trent was completely out of position. Al Hilal scored. And the goal was ruled offside, but it was borderline. So Trent's not having the best game. To be honest, he's not been... I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. I'd want it to be like a 0 out of 10, but being honest, probably give it like a 5 out of 10. Some interceptions, I must concede, have been okay. But equally... He does look a bit uncomfortable. As you said there, Defs, there we go. They're not giving respect as us Red fans did, 100%. And moreover, they are already giving him disrespect, and he's been there for less than an hour, you could say. Less than an hour. And they're already saying, what the hell? So, kind of as outsiders now that we are, it will be interesting to see how Trent handles the mental side of it, because I feel like at Liverpool, the mental side was kind of taken care of because like the fans would always have his back. Like in general, they kind of always have his back, always support him, always be there for him. Whereas he's not going to get that now. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how he handles it. And I think that's a very good point as well. Look what they did to Bale. Yeah. Look how they treated Bale. Bale was very good for them. And they're still on his back. Yeah. Trent with a cross there, but it was cleared out. I mean, the Bale one's probably one of the best examples, to be fair. I think that's a goal kick. Johnny says he searched and has to wait a year. So a year is a long time. Isaac, what were we saying? I can't lie, I'm slightly excited now. Yeah, yesterday I would have said, yeah, that's not going to happen at all. That's never going to happen. But today a few news stories broke. I wouldn't say I'm still, I wouldn't say I'm so excited it's definitely going to happen. But now I'm slightly excited. But I'll take that. If it happens, I'll be over the moon. It's something I'll be checking every day. Jay says, any Trent mistakes? Well, Jay, I have exactly what you're looking for. There you go. There's your Trent mistakes from the first half. These are your Trent mistakes from the first half. Lost his man. I didn't make this list. Just for clarification. But yeah, lost his man, misplaced a couple of passes, conceded a goal down his side, but it was just offside. Def says they want him so bad. I heard he wants to move. Yeah, I mean, if he can put, I think right now Liverpool want him, and I've got a feeling that Isak also wants to come. I think there's a dependency now on Isak trying to perhaps not engineer a move, but perhaps to kind of make it clear that he wants to go. So Isak's gonna, I don't mean get off his backside, but you know what I mean. Put a bit of pressure on and see if he can secure the move. So I think it's on him now. A T, aka the bear, just reminded me of that clip which I've not seen in a while. Saying got to be some big outgoings to put up with this spending. Yeah, 100%. I think I mean Liverpool run. Trent's coming off, by the way. Trent's coming off. They've seen enough. He's off. Trent's off. The hate watch is complete. But yeah, back to a T's point. Yeah, Liverpool do generally run themselves as a kind of self-sustaining club, which means all the outgoings will be kind of pretty much, all the incomings will be pretty much covered by outgoings. So I think the good thing is last year, I think we turned a profit. We did make significant sales last year and we didn't buy anyone. So I'd like to think the kind of excess profit from last year has gone into kind of this year's kitty. But yeah, even this year, I think there'll be a significant number of departures to kind of cover this. Johnny says I can vape illegally. I'll be honest, I've never vaped in my life. I don't know if I'm missing something. Sag K says Ruben Amorim. Yeah, I've heard that one. I got Ruben Amorim. I got Salah. I always say, provided people don't say Ange Postecoglou, then I won't be too worried. I'll take Amorim as a compliment. What flavor should I get a vape? I don't know. I'm the last person to ask about vapes. I've never vaped in my life. T says, I think he's just too expensive. It's not the Liverpool way. Yeah, I think unless they've got some sort of master plan that they're cooking, whereby they're going to sell Kwanzaa, they're going to sell Robertson, they're going to maybe sell Diaz, going to maybe sell Jota, going to definitely sell Nunes. I've heard rumours Elliott might be going. Unless they must be concocting up some sort of master plan to raise a significant number by sales. And as Defts has put here, Nunes 60, Jota 35, so that's 95. Plus Diaz 75, that would be 170. Plus Cole Costas 20. That's 190 right there. And Kwanzaa could also potentially go. So I think they will raise a lot from sales. 66 is off, yeah. Alonso has seen enough. That's enough for that, Jabi said. Get used to it, Trent. Get used to it, 66. T says, I think it's very scary how we haven't bought a centre back since 2021. Has it really been that long? And even in 2021, was that Kabak and no, it was Kabak and Davies, and then Konate was in the summer, wasn't it? Yeah. I mean, 2021, that's like 4 years ago now. I mean, I think now's the right time to buy a centre-back. I really hope they buy a centre-back because, I mean, Van Dijk's great. Van Dijk's great. Konate is pretty good. Kwanzaa, I'm not convinced on. So I think at the very least, we need some sort of centre-back in there as competition for Kwanzaa. Johnny says, I think you look like Johnny Sins. That's good to know. I will pretend that I don't know who that is. Boom. It's easy. It's like coming 140 million. Yeah. Let's go. I mean, I'm just trying to think. I'd rather have Isak at 140 million compared to some of the names out there. Like, we're rumored to be interested in Ekatike for 100. Not really convinced. Gyökeres, I know he scores a lot of goals in the Portuguese league, but after the entire Darwin Núñez fiasco, I am mentally scarred from the Portuguese league. So, Gyökeres is like, for me as well. So, I mean, Isak 140. If we can... I was going to say if we can cover it, but it feels like Liverpool tend to only do signings if they can cover it, which is a good thing in this connotation. So yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it and win every trophy next season. Durwood with some good advice there, saying don't vape. As someone who has vaped, it's not as cool as people make it seem. It's a waste of money. Very true. Very expensive. And as someone who doesn't vape, I always get annoyed when I'm walking in the street and the person in front of me is vaping. It's like, why are you blowing this in my face? I always have to end up crossing the road. But yeah, it is expensive, to be fair. Konate get signed on a 5-year deal? Let's hope so. That would be the dream. I am slightly concerned that he hasn't signed a deal yet, and he might be doing... He might be doing a Trent thing whereby he sits out his contract and leaves on a free. Let's hope that's not happening. But yeah, if we can sign him, that's ideal. Big man says Monda Hoops. I don't know what that means, but I hope you're good. T says Van Dijk won't last forever. Konate has an unresolved contract. Gomez is injury prone. Kwanzaa not convinced, and therefore hope we sign a decent centre back as soon as possible. Yeah, I mean, all those points are correct. I mean, we can take each of these one by one. Van Dijk won't last forever. I think he signed a 2-year contract. So at best, you can probably say you've got him for another 2 years. And even at the end of those 2 years, is there any guarantee he'll still be at the level he's at now? Not really. So I agree with that. Konate's got an unresolved contract, yeah, and I'm getting a bit concerned that he's going to do a Trent. Gomez injury prone. Kwanzaa not convinced. Yeah, Kwanzaa seems a bit too slow for me, and he's doesn't feel quite as aggressive as I'd hope. Well, yeah, I'd love them to bring in a centre back. Even if it means Kwanzaa going. Johnny's thinking of watermelon something. Or you could just eat a normal watermelon. Watermelon is underrated as a fruit. Ooh! Al Hilal are through. Oh, what the hell is that? How'd you sky that over? Kwanzaa at the scene of the crime every single time. We'll need to have a word with the police then. Klopp brought out the best of him, but now I don't know. Yeah. If I recall, he did play the initial game versus Ipswich, and then Slot took him off at half time. And since then, he hasn't really been able to get his confidence back. So yeah, I just don't feel like Slot favours Kwanzaa. So yeah, I hope they bring a centre back in. Deft says, can I ask what you do for a living? You look super intelligent. Appreciate the compliment. I work in like app development. So like iPhone app development. I'm trying to think what am I allowed to talk about. basically like app development, certain some websites, that kind of stuff. I wish it was space travel. Because then if Liverpool did badly next season, I could just go into space and then not come back. And then hopefully that happens to me in space. Boom. And then I'll definitely not come back. T says, how do you feel about the rumoured Harvey Elliott departure? I find it quite sad myself. I do. I find it quite sad as well. From the perspective of him as a human being, he's very excited to play for Liverpool. He loves Liverpool. He loves the club. I don't know if you've seen those shirts of him when he was a child, but I think he's wearing this shirt, actually. There's a picture of him as a child wearing this shirt. So yeah, he kind of loves the club. I always feel like he comes across really well. Like, he comes across as a... You know how some players, they come across as a bit nasty and a bit egotistical? Elliot doesn't come across that way. He comes across as more of a normal human being. So yeah, from that perspective, if he was to go, I'd find it quite sad. I guess I'd take comfort in the fact that if he's going somewhere, he will be a first team starter there, and he'd get lots of game time, and maybe he can develop his game further, and maybe he can improve his national team. See, I'm being very careful here because Durwood is the Elliot fan, but I'm saying very nice things about Elliot. I'm saying very nice things about Elliot. Saying it'd be sad to see him go. I love his attitude. I love his ability as well. His ability to kind of play a through ball is unique. It's something we don't really have. You could certainly make the argument he's perhaps the best passer in the team in terms of picking out that final pass. But I was saying, if he does go, I would at least have a degree of comfort in the fact that he's gonna play week in, week out. So maybe he'd enjoy that, and maybe he'd get the best out of him, best out of his career. Yeah, he's a die-hard Liverpool fan. Johnny says, no, I think I can afford a vape, and if I don't, it will be hard to make more girlfriend and friends. I think it's good. You don't need vapes to impress them. You've impressed us without a vape. NS Gamer says, what's the Madrid score? It's 1-1, man. It's 1-1. It's 1-1, and to be honest with you, Al Hilal have been slightly better. But the thing is, 66 has gone off now, so Madrid might get the upper hand. Even in bad games, no one can say he wasn't putting in 110%. He really did try, create, score, and press. He did, yeah. So that's that's another positive about him. Just the kind of effort levels and the commitment and the desire. Like even sometimes, like he'd come on for like the last 5-10 minutes, but he'd still give it like a proper go. Like he didn't sulk. He didn't like go in with like, sloping shoulders, and he wasn't lazy. Like he'd still try. So I think that's commendable as well. Johnny's buying his watermelon vapes tomorrow. My advice may have been ineffective this time, but there's always next time. Reveal Clothing said Jude Bellingham massively overrated. Yeah, quite a few people have said that today, and I think you have a point. I think English players and perhaps Brazilian players tend to kind of have additional PR sometimes, and I think Jude Bellingham is perhaps one of those. Durwood says, you always do say good things about him. Yep, appreciate that. I hope he gets another shot This is another tongue twister. I hope he gets another shot to... Oh my god, this is... am I exhibiting dyslexia here? I hope he gets another shot to show slot. Like, try saying that. That's really hard to say. I hope he gets another shot to... Is it just me, or is that really hard to say? I hope he gets another shot to show slot. There we go. What he can do. Yes. I mean, it can't be harder than saying that tongue twister there. But yeah, I think he deserves another chance. I think he deserves another chance. He's a difference maker. He's like, even in that one game, like, he came on, played a through ball, and Chiesa scored. No Name says Vinny is so overrated. Yeah, we were talking about that a bit earlier as well. He seems to benefit from the Brazilian tax. He's a good player, but the kind of second coming of the Messiah, I don't necessarily think he is. But again, if he wasn't Brazilian, this probably wouldn't happen. Johnny says, imagine I score a free kick and vape right after. Does that mean you'd have a vape in your shorts though? Would that affect your ability to strike the ball? If you could pick one player we let go since Klopp's appointment to be part of the team now, who you got? Ooh. In their prime. Would Thiago count? Because I'm not sure we necessarily had Thiago in his prime. But like Thiago Alcantara in his prime would be pretty amazing. I would say maybe Firmino, but I think perhaps with Wirtz coming, it would potentially lessen the need for that. Maybe Sadio Mane. I would have said Wijnaldum, but I think having Gravenberch negates the need for that. I'd say Thiago, but I don't know if that's cheating because I don't feel like we got his prime either. Real Madrid are suckers. Who agrees? I agree with you there. Reveal Clothing says, I know it's only one game, but Madrid look awful. Yes. Somebody mentioned earlier they don't look sharp. And I was saying, yes, that's a very good way of putting it. It's a very good way of putting it. As I was typing it out, I said the same thing. It's a mouthful. It is a mouthful. I hope he gets another shot to show Slot what he can do. That is a mouthful. Thiago's a good shout. But with Sturridge. Sturridge is a nice one. Sturridge is a good one. Like a prime Daniel Sturridge. Like before the injuries kind of took over. Like the prime Daniel Sturridge. Like the one that Brendan Rodgers had. But yeah, that one would be good. That's a nice one, to be fair. Because he could play on the shoulder. He was rapid. He was strong. He could finish, yeah. He's a decent header. He had a decent header on him as well, to be fair. I think, yeah. That's a good suggestion that I completely didn't think of, but that's a very good suggestion. Vinny is off now. He's not going to like that. He's not going to enjoy that at all. This has been a poor showing. Listen to Night Dancer English version. Who sings that? I have no idea. Night Dancer, who's that a song by? Emil Smith Rowe says, or it could just be ESR, says Madrid are shocking. Yeah, they've not been good. Can't lie, they've not been good. And I appreciate the purpose of watching this game was to be a hater, but even with my unbiased hat on, look, I'm basically wearing a Real Madrid hat. I just noticed, but even with my Real Madrid hat on, I think they've been poor. I think Al Hilal have been superior, technically brilliant as well. I miss Sturridge a lot. Yeah, Sturridge was good, man. Sturridge was good. Even, do you remember? Was it when Suarez bit someone? and then Suarez couldn't pay for 10 games. Sturridge just completely stepped up then and kind of carried the team as well. Yeah, he's perhaps somebody who's slept on, and I'm guilty of that as well, because I just made the same mistake. But with respect to kind of how good he was, very good. That's what she said. that is what she said. What about Origi? Yeah, Origi's another good shout. Had that ability to always come off the bench and get a goal. Origi is one of those players who I think in 5-10 years he'll be welcomed back in like a Legends game or something, and he'll get like really good cheers. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. People forget in the Suarez season, Sturridge was close behind. Yeah. Sturridge was close behind with tons of goals and assists. Yeah. Because I remember back then, people used to always say to me that Suarez is carrying your team, and I my kind of comeback was this was at work. I remember it was a guy at work who was a Man United fan. He'd always say, "Yeah, but Suarez is carrying your team," and I said, "Okay, Suarez is the first top scorer, but who's the second top scorer in the league?" And he would never say it. And eventually, I got him to say, "Okay, fine, it's Daniel Sturridge." And I'm like, "Yeah." So we have two good players then, not just one. Will AFC says, who do you think Arsenal will sign? Probably Sesko, I think. I think you'll probably get Sesko. I hope you do sign a striker, because you need a striker. I reckon you'll get Sesko, maybe Zubamendi, probably another defender, because Arteta loves them. But yeah, who do you think? Johnny says, can you rap? Absolutely not. I'm not really a huge rap music guy, to be honest. I don't really like. I wouldn't say I don't. I like some older rap songs, but I grew up in like the 2000s, so I like 2000s music. Lucas says, thoughts on Celtic? Yeah, man, good team. You're probably going to be favourites for the league again, I guess. Would you take Big Ange back? A certain Mr. Postecoglou? Would you take him back? But yeah, Celtic are good, man. I do your opposite. I'm a hacker. Ooh, indeed you are. Paint drinker. I love some of these usernames. Paint drink. Opinion on Wirtz to Liverpool. I'm happy about it, so I'm not gonna drink any paint in response. Yeah, I think he'll do great. There will no doubt be pressure on him, kind of given the gravitas of the fee. But top player. For me, kind of the best number 10 in the world. He's the best number 10 in the world, but he's also very young. So he's got scope, and he's got he can develop further, I think. What I like about him also, like I've watched a few interviews, he doesn't strike me as someone with an ego. So I think despite his ability, I think he'd fit in well to the team. And yeah, I think it's fantastic signing. Super excited about it. He's 22, which is insane. Which to me is still like a child, but I say that in a positive sense because he's got so much more room to grow, and I think he's at the right club to grow. Johnny says, "What's your Instagram?" I can put it in the chat here for you. There you go. There won't be anything on there that you've not seen though, Johnny. Lucas would love him back. You love Ange back, mate. Get Ange back, mate. Get up the pitch, mate. High line, mate. You love that back. I like Ange. I can't lie. I got a soft spot for Ange. Johnny says, I'm the same age as Yamal. You are the same age as Yamal, but you're more talented. So Yamal doesn't have that over you. Paint Drinker's a Liverpool fan. Very nice, very nice. You'll never walk alone. Yeah, you need a Paint Drinker. And I still love that username. Paint Drinker. Saltic always got my respect for being on the right side of history. Very true. Have you ever got tackled? Probably back in college. In college, actually. In college. Or in secondary school. They used to make us play rugby, not football. Oh, God, I hated it, man. Like my school was more of a rugby school than a football school. But yeah, used to get tackled. I put in a few tackles as well. Paint Drinker says Humble Beast alongside Frimpong. Yeah, 100%. It seems we seem to go for players who are not too kind of egotistical. Oh, there's a penalty check here. Not that anyone cares, to be fair. This chat is more interesting than this game. Yeah, we seem to go for players who are not too egotistical. Players who would fit in well, will not rock the boat, and Wirtz seems like another one of those. So yeah, fantastic. Good to see. This is a dive by this Madrid player, by the way, whoever this is. Tough Funk Mango Boy. What do you think of Alexander Arnold's move to Madrid? I think it will go terribly. He played for about 60 minutes today, and the fans are already not particularly impressed. So what I think will happen, he signed a 5-year contract. After 2 years, Mr. Perez will get sick of him. We'll probably ship him off to Villa or someone in Germany, and then he'll try to resurrect his career, and then it will just never be the same. And then he'll be 40 years old on BT Sport saying, "Yes, I should have never left Liverpool." And Randoa is 100% correct. Well, 90% correct. He's not my boy. But Trent is straight. He didn't have a great game. There was a goal, and as CL has said there, that goal though, like for me, it was borderline. Like I've seen those given. Trent basically, Al Hilal attacked on the left hand side. Trent was nowhere to be seen. Al Hilal smacked it into the net. Trent got saved by the offside flag, but it didn't look offside to me. But yeah, it wasn't a great debut. Yamal doesn't vape, says Derwood. Very true on that. Very accurate there. Johnny says no, there's no IG. That is it. If you say, it might not let me put a link, which is crazy because it's my own chat. Let's try that. That's literally me if you have a look. Rugby is terrible. Agreed. This hate watch is brilliant, to be honest. Yeah, he had a poor game. Passing was off. I don't mean to shame him, but he looks slightly out of shape. Does anyone else think he looks slightly out of shape? Again, I'm not one to talk, but he looks slightly out of shape as well. Perhaps it's a fitness thing. Real Madrid have got a penalty. Was it for the little kind of smack? Because that did not look like a penalty. This whole thing is a joke, isn't it? You don't say, Real Madrid will get to the final. Yeah, and they saved it. That is justice. And that is Bono, not the lead singer of U2, but the goalkeeper of Al Hilal. Yeah, the swing and a miss. I was hating saying, this is a conspiracy. This is an outrage. And then it saved. And I was like, okay, all good. But that doesn't change the point that was a very soft penalty. Very soft penalty. You will walk around after dying because of drinking paint. How much? I was going to say, how much paint would you have to drink to die? But I perhaps shouldn't go down that route because someone might do it. Thoughts on Nunes. I mean, there's no thoughts in Nunes' head, you know what I mean? So it's hard to have thoughts on him, on someone who has no thoughts of his own. Yeah, I mean, it's been 3 years now. It hasn't worked out. I think Liverpool should sell and say thank you for your efforts, but it's time to move on. If Liverpool can get 60 million, do it. If Liverpool can get 40 million, do it. FR is a visionary here, saying Nunes gone, Alvarez in. I mean, if that happens, it will be party time. That would be a solid upgrade. Alvarez with Wirtz behind him. Even I'd be scared, and it's like, that's my own team. Excellent. Durwood says Al Hilal is interested in Nunes. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what he'd add to this display that we're witnessing here. But regardless, if Al Hilal are interested, guys, let's jack up the price by 10 million at least. Oh, Al Hilal are interested, are they? Okay, well let's slap another 10 million on top, or maybe another 20. Get some of that Saudi cash. That would be fantastic. Alvarez fits our system perfectly. Yeah, he'd be good. He can drop in, he can drop deep, he can link up the play. He can score. Good passer. He's got another Argentine there in Alexis McAllister, so he shouldn't feel too homesick. But yeah, I'd love that, man. I'd love that. Johnny says, thank you, I followed you. My username is foot_ball_fan15. Very nice. Good stuff, man. Appreciate that. But they are also interested in Lucho. Now, here's a question. Would you sell both of them? Like, what, like, and again, the numbers I'm about to say, they're a bit unrealistic, but given Saudi are involved, I feel like you can increase the price a bit. So would you say Diaz 65 plus Nunes 60, 125? Spend it on Isak or Alvarez? Yes, no? Am I talking nonsense? Maybe slight nonsense, but oh, headed there by Madrid and saved by Bono again. Keep Lucho. Unless it's a crazy bid. I think Lucho is starting to get a bit more respect now. Not from, of course, Durwood has always liked Lucho, but I mean in general, I'm seeing a lot of people who were perhaps not Lucho fans earlier in the season are now starting to see what he offers. I think Lucho is great. Is he Sadio Mane? No. But is he a level below? Yes. But that's still pretty high, I think. Johnny says, my flatmate has a crush on you. Does your flatmate know that I'm not actually Ruben Amorim? Because I am confused for the Man United manager. Goal kick, 30 seconds left. This will be a disastrous result. So it looks like this is going to be 1-1. I'm just going to do a quick search. I'm just doing a quick search on Trent. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Trent may have given up on 66, but 6.6 hasn't given up on Trent. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Trent made 0 tackles and lost possession 12 times. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see. She knows. She told me to get your Instagram. That's clever. That is clever. That is clever. Using Johnny to get the Instagram. I mean, I admire the ingenuity, should we say. Oh God, some of these tweets. What's funny is Trent spent 5 years learning Spanish. He can't block out marker headlines when they call him a lazy slob. That is funny. Yeah, people are going a bit, not a bit crazy. People are being, I don't know what the wording is. When you've been talking for 2 hours, you lose sight of basic words. But yeah, people are not holding back. That's what I should say. People are not holding back. Come on, guys, just hold on. Just hold on. It said 7 minutes. It said 7 minutes, and like we're in 9 minutes. What's going on? Johnny says she is hot, to be honest. Good to know. Good to know. Galaxy Multiverse said hi. How you doing, Galaxy? We're still here, as you can see. But I think it's full time. It is full time. 1-1. Nice job, 66. Seven minutes of injury time, and we're in the 10th minute. That is the Madrid way. You are damn right about this, Durwood. As always, you're right about everything. But it's ridiculous, isn't it? But thankfully, the full whistle, the full time whistle has been blown. 1-1. I would have taken that. 1-1 and a poor Trent Alexander-Arnold performance. I think we would have taken that. So that's good to see. Good to see. Right. Galaxy Multiverse. Worked on the edit a bit more. Very good. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Looking forward to seeing that come together. But she is 18 and 128-year age difference is crazy. It is a bit crazy. That would mean that I'm 146, which is incorrect because I'm actually 145. But you're close. Cool. All right. Well, that was fun. That was good. I will be back tomorrow for Inter Miami, aka. Is it Thursday? Yes, Thursday tomorrow. Inter Miami versus Porto. So that should be fun. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I now need to put the bins out because I've not done that today. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but you know that now. And yeah, see some of you tomorrow, hopefully. Johnny will come with his watermelon vape. Very nice. Very nice. Hold on, why am I saying very nice? It's too late now, I've said it. But anyway, I'm going to go. As I said, need to put the bins out. And then, yeah, we'll catch up tomorrow. Take care, guys. Take care, Johnny. Take care, Derwood. Take care, everyone. See you soon.